Hi everyone, I'm Lady T506. Welcome to my channel. Hi everyone, today I'm coming to you with a review for Basketball Wives LA Reunion. Now, I thought that we had all agreed, us audience, that John and Sally would no longer be doing the hosting for the reviews. Now, I guess VH1 and Shawnee, executive producer, did not get that memo, but we have him here yet again. Now, first we're going to talk about top outfits. To me, top outfits went to Brandi, Shawnee, and Megan. Megan, I liked her out, she's top outfit. I liked it, but I think it could have been a little bit shorter. But still, to me, it was cuter than some of the other outfits. Outfits I didn't like. Jackie, she can't never, Pro-Child can't never quite, hit the mark on fashion-wise, which is odd since she considers herself, a fashion designer, but hey. I didn't like Malaysia's, the polka dots she had on. I didn't like the boots she had with Tammy. It was like, I didn't like the bunching up of the outfit. And, what's her name? What is that telling? Angel. Hers was too, like, ball gownish-y to me. It was cute, but it was a little too much for me. So first we get started off on asking Brandi, do you think Angel deserves to be here? In her opinion, no, because it's like Draya just dropped the chat off and left. In my opinion, Draya introduced Angel to her friends. Her friends got to know Angel. Angel became friends with some of them. Well, when Draya and Brandi had their little spat, therefore Draya and Malaysia had a spat, then, she decided to leave the show. Well, Angel had already become friends with the girl, so what was the point of her leaving? She didn't have an issue with them at that time. That was Draya. She'd already made friends with the girl, so what was the point of her leaving? I didn't get where Brandi was coming from. I guess she thought, well, this was Draya's friend. She brought her own, so once Draya left, Angel should have left too. But, like I said, she had already made friends with these girls, so why should she have to leave? So now we have Jackie defending how come her ring popped out. Let her tell it had been loose weeks ago when she was, I don't know, she was playing with it, she was shaking it and it was loose. Now, seeing as how this is an expensive ring, it's expensive diamond, one would think, hey, this diamond is loose, maybe I should go to the jeweler and get, my clasp, tightened so my diamond won't fall out. But she decided, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to keep on wearing this ring knowing that the diamond is loose. And if it just falls out, I guess it just falls out. And that's exactly what it does. But she lets us know she has many expensive things. It ain't no big deal. I don't know why y'all tripping. She's on the stage. And I don't know how she got to the age where she doesn't know that when you have on a skirt or dress, you should not be having your legs gapped open, especially when you're on the stage. These girls are trying to tell her, Jackie, close your legs. Close your legs. She is up there sitting just gapped open, trying to defend why her ring was doing things. It's like, Jackie, close your legs. You are too grown. You're supposed to keep your legs closed when you have on a skirt or a dress. Now that you're up on stage, you are elevated so everybody can see all up in your business. And I don't care if you have panties on or not. She's like, well, I have on panties. That's not the point. We should not be able to see between your legs. Close your legs. Like, how did you not know these things? So now we're going to discuss Angel and Malaysia and their little beef, I guess you can call it, between Malaysia dissing Angel's items for her luxury bedding line, photo shoot. And Angel lets us know that, yeah, Malaysia, she approved 3 pieces that she wanted to wear. And Malaysia's like, yeah, I did approve 3 pieces, but you knew I wasn't going to wear all your pieces. So I was like, now that makes sense, because I didn't get how this is the day of your photo shoot and you have not seen now one of these pieces and now you don't have nothing to wear. That just didn't make sense to me. But, they go back and forth. Malaysia's like, yes, I did say I was going to wear some pieces, but I decided not to. And this is where I'm thinking. This is around the whole time when Draya and Brandi had got into it, and since Draya and Brandi got into it, she didn't want to be like, okay, I'm going to use Angel's, pieces because Angel and Draya are best friends. That's where I took it. Was like, I was going to wear your pieces, but since Brandi and Draya got into it, I don't want to be like disloyal, which that wouldn't be disloyal to Brandy if you was wearing Angel piece, because Angel is not Draya. But she was like, you know, yeah, I kind of sort of did show items when we was filming, but I did go on Instagram and like liked your pieces, so like, why are you tripping? That's what that's what I was getting from Malaysia. I was like, she was very like I said, I liked your pictures on Instagram. I like, what else you want me to do? Like, that's the kind of thing I was getting from Malaysia, and I was so not feeling it. Now we have to discuss MEHGAN calling Angel an escort, and Megan's like, well, have you ever escorted? And Angel says no. She's like, well, this is not what I got. I don't know where it's like, did you pull this piece of paper out your tail? Like, where did this piece of paper come from? You obviously don't have any pockets, you don't have a purse. Where was this piece of paper at? But anyway, she's like, well, that's not what it says right here. That says, is that not your picture right there? And I'm kind of with Angel, just because there is my picture on this website doesn't necessarily mean that I put it there. So that's like, well, girl, was you catfish? It's like, my picture is always getting stolen. And I'm like, you know, I kind of agree, like, there is so many people who have gotten their picture stolen from Facebook or wherever they put it on wherever, and it's been put somewhere else. There was just like a month ago here in Houston, this woman, her photos that she had put on Facebook were stolen and put on some sex website. So I kind of agree, and I agree with Angel. I was like, why are you so obsessed with what Angel got going on? Like, you did all this research and dug and did all this stuff. And like, have you ever heard of Photoshop? And I wouldn't put it past MEHGAN to get some stuff together. Like, okay, I done got a few pictures of Angel here. Let me put it over here, crop some stuff, do this, that, and the third. Just to kind of like embarrass the girl, just because the girl done like put you on blast for something you had already told everybody. Because like, I don't know what this anger and hatred that MEHGAN had for Angel. But it was like, why are you so mad at this girl? What has this girl done to you? Like, she didn't like her from the beginning before Angel said one word to her. And I was like, did she sleep with your boyfriend? Was she talking about you on Instagram? Like, what was this hatred you got for this girl? So now we're asking Brandy about this whole fight between her and Draya, and she was like, yeah, Draya tried to apologize, but it was all for publicity. She waited till right before this was on the air because nobody, I guess they didn't know that somebody was recording when Draya said, you know, your cancer storyline was, you know, boring. And Draya, she lets us know that Draya wanted her to talk more about her husband cheating and less about her cancer. And Brandy, she didn't want to do that. She didn't want to be on there bashing her husband for all the infidelities. But then I had to think about that. She was on there talking. Brandy, she did end up I think she was even talking about this before her and Draya fell out, how her husband was cheating on her and how she had put him out of the house. And whether you want to call it bashing or not, you did come out and saying how your husband was cheating. You and the girls got together and like discussed how you caught your dudes cheating. And you yourself put on camera how you put your husband out because he was cheating. So I was like, so you was mad at Draya because she wanted you to do that, something that you ended up doing anyway? I was like, what? This is not making sense. You was mad because Draya wanted you to talk more about that, but you started talking about it. I guess you was like, you mad that she suggests you want to do something like that? And she was like, I wanted to talk about my cancer because I wanted to educate some, you know, uneducated people like Draya. I didn't want to be bashing my husband, even though that's what I eventually did anyways, while I was on camera. Then we got Tammy over here. She's like, I kind of agree with Draya because, you know, the first season you talk about your cancer, the second season you talk about your cancer and all this stuff. Was like, you know, it was time for something else. And Brandon's like, well, first of all, this is only my second season on there. And Tammy's like, well, excuse the heck out of me. You know, that shows how much I don't watch y'all show. So this is where they fight comes in. And she's like, well, if you don't watch our show, then why'd you bring your tail on this show? Then it turned into, you see that lady right there? My friend who writes your check and mine. She asked me to come on the show to bring up some drama, and that's what I did. So you should be thanking me that I came on this show to save your check and possibly give you a check for this next season. That's why I'm here. I'm here to bring the drama. Then it turned to, you thirsty. You jump from show to show to show. And I was like, that's kind of true, because Tammy, she was on the Real World. Now I love Tammy, but you know, you have been on a lot of reality shows. You was on wasn't like the very first and original Real World. She was on there. You was on Basketball Wives Miami. I seen you was on Celebrity Wife Swap. Then I think you was on like Couples Therapy. Now you're on Basketball Wives LA. You have been on a lot of reality shows, but you know, Tammy's like, you know, besides this whole reality show stuff, I have businesses. This is not the main person who I am. I don't know what businesses she's had, but like, you are mainly known for being on reality shows. I love you, Tammy, but that's what you're mainly known for. So Shani, she kind of sort of admits that the reason why she brought Tammy on is because there was things that she would like to say, but she can't because she's an executive producer, and she knows Tammy has no filter. She would say it whether you want her to say it or not. And she agrees. I don't always agree with Tammy says, but you know, Tammy brings the drama. Basically, people watch Tammy because Tammy be on there truthful. Tammy be cutting several foods. This is what Tammy does. I want to make me some more, you know, money off of these girls. They wasn't really doing it too much by themselves, so I brought Tammy on to be that person to bring in ratings. This is my ratings girl, and this is what I do. She comes on to get me money, and I make sure she get money, and that's what we do. And then when they asked us, like, you know, would you bring anybody back? And BRANDI, and MEHGAN was looking like, she was like, I don't know. I mean, had to look at some things. We probably gonna have to mix some things up. And MEHGAN had this look of fear upon her face. Like, are you talking about me? You gonna mix some things up? Like, you don't want me on the show? And like, BRANDI, she was like, she did apologize for calling Shani a bitch, but she was like, at that time, that's what she was acting like. And Shani's like, you know, defame my character, but Shani, you always acting like you're better. You're acting like that person. You act like these people are beneath you just because you brought these people together. But you know, I don't think Shani should be on the show. I think if she's going to be an executive producer, she should just do that. She should not be on the show because she is too biased of what's going on. She always blaming somebody for something. It's like she said Draya was the whole person starting all the drama and everything going on, but once Draya left, there was plenty of drama, so you can't always blame it on somebody. It's like she has her favorites, and I just like, if you're gonna be on a show, you can't play the favorites, and that's what she tends to do. So that was basically what went on. If I left anything out, by all means leave a comment or a video response. And like always, I want to thank my subscribers and the people who watch my videos. I want you to like this video, comment, and subscribe, and share this video with your friends on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and here on YouTube. This is Lady T signing off. Have a good one.